Sinners, my name is Sinisa and welcome to a shoe video. Today I have 5 pairs of shoes for you that we're going to be trying on and reviewing from a few different places, so I'll let you know as we go along. But let's go ahead and get started because you know I love my shoes. Alright, so this first one is from Fashion Nova. Ooh, cute. Look at these. This is so soft, okay? And I know these aren't really gothy, however, I love gray, okay? Aside from black, gray is like my go-to when talking about like wearing clothes. And I am totally a believer that you can mix grays. I know there's some people who are like, no, you can't do that. I don't mind. And I need a pair of boots for the rain. Now, we don't get like a shit ton of rain here, but usually when we do, it doesn't flood, but it's like, you know, there's puddles like that deep everywhere. And I either have high heels or completely flat shoes. I do have a lot of platforms because you know I love my platforms, but a lot of them are like, they're not like casual shoes that you can wear. So I needed a basic pair of platform boots that would keep me warm for when it's rainy. And y'all, these, oh my God, it's so soft. Like the entire inside is soft. And it, hold on a minute. Oh, apparently you can take the sole out. Oh yeah, because there's another sole underneath. Interesting, okay. So there's fluzzies going everywhere. Fluzzies? Fuzzies going everywhere. But these look really neat and I hope they're as comfortable as they look. So let's get them tried on. All right, guys, so these are actually pretty comfortable. There's not really any support in them. Like the soles are just completely flat, but they are so soft on the inside. Like, I mean, I don't know that I would like not wear socks because your feet could probably get really sweaty because these are fully lined. Like I don't know if you guys can see, but like the fur lining goes all the way through, all the way, like even the tops on the inside, fur. So I wouldn't wear them without socks, but if you needed to like, you know, throw these on to like run out to the mailbox or something and it was running, you totally could and they would be fine. I really like them and I can't wait to wear them, even though I would prefer it to not rain. But that's just me. So that's pair number 1. All right, so pair number 2 is from the company Yes Style. And another reminder, these do not come with boxes. So if you are the type who likes to keep the shoe boxes to all your shoes, Yes Style does not send any boxes. You only get bags. So something to keep in mind. But here they are. I love them. They're just tall, black pumps. Granted, I guess they're not pumps because they have this little strap. But even the strap, like there's little scalloping around the edges and everything, which is neat. Now, another kind of weird thing about Yes Style is all of their latches. Like, I didn't really notice it before. I actually had to go back and look, but like all of the ways that you connect, like for this one is Velcro, which I wouldn't have guessed, right? And then I have another pair, the teal shoes from one of my videos, and then like the black and white shoes from one of my other videos. They both are supposed to have like regular clasps, you know, kind of like the one that's on my thing here, but they don't. They're completely different, and I don't 100% understand how to put them on. But yeah, these are easier. Obviously, Velcro would be much easier than trying to figure that crap out. But hopefully it's some strong Velcro, because I would hate to be like walking and like take a step and have the Velcro come out and like my shoe come off. That would be really odd. So let's get these tried on and see how they do. All right, so they are comfortable. They didn't hurt my feet. They were maybe a tiny bit too small. Like, width-wise, they were fine. Although I would say if you have wider feet, don't get these, because these fit perfect, and I have skinny feet. Like, I usually have an issue with like shoes being too big, like width-wise. Like, my foot moves up and down in the shoe. These, super tight and ever so slightly too short. They also have, I'm not going to say weird sizing because that's rude. Like, every country has their own sizing, but it was a sizing I was not familiar with. So when doing my conversions, I think I actually fell in between two different sizes, and I went with the smaller one because I prefer for my shoes to be a little bit tighter than versus bigger. So this is a size 235. I don't know what that equates to exactly, but depending on how you like your shoes to fit, if you need to do a conversion, I would maybe go with the bigger size, because they did squeeze my toes a little bit, and I don't imagine it'll be super comfortable to wear long term, but they're cute. If you're sitting down, mostly, definitely. These do not have any support whatsoever. Like, I have very high arches, right? So my arch was sitting about right here. There is no support there. I know it looks like it's curved, but on the inside, it absolutely is not. There's no support. Now the foot pad, like the bottom part, is very comfortable. That's very nice. But like, you know, for me, I would want to put like some arch supports in these shoes, but because they're so small, I don't know if I'm going to. So these may be a oopsie shoe. These may be I buy them, I wear them twice, and I go, never mind, and toss them out. Or I may love them. They may, you know, they may look or feel like they're not going to be comfortable and end up being comfortable. I don't know. Shoes surprise me all the time. So, next pair. All right, so these are from Fashion Nova again. Let's see what we got here. Oh, you guys! I bought purple heels. Oh, and check out the actual heel has an interesting shape to it. Really like that. I think I bought a pair of boots that had like huge versions of these. I love how soft these are. They're suede. I love suede shoes. So hopefully these are as comfortable. These are as comfortable as they look. Awesome? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's try them on. Okay, these, comfortable. I like them. And as you can see, they are decently curved. So there was more support in these, but still not enough for me. But that makes sense because I have insanely high arches, so I can understand, you know, them being kind of in the middle between like flat and super arched. But the foot pad here is like super squishy, and I really like that, and I think that will help with like, you know, walking around and stuff if you're walking for long periods of time. Now the other thing I like about these is the ankle part, because normally for me, like I said, shoes are usually much too big for me, and the ankle parts are usually part of that. So usually I put it on the absolute tightest one and it's still loose. And so like if I'm trying to walk, like the shoe will like come off my foot, kind of like how a flip-flop does when you walk. These, I put it on the tightest one and stood up and went, oh my God, that's too tight. And like almost immediately started like feeling like my foot was falling asleep. So I actually had to go down to the middle one, which I've never had to do on a pair of shoes before. I'm always at the tightest one, and sometimes that's still too big. So if you've got large ankles, might want to stay away from these. I mean, although I assume that the ankle parts would get bigger, like with the bigger size you get. So maybe be cautious with these specifically if you've got bigger ankles. But yeah, I really like them. The strap, I was worried that the strap here might rub on my toes. They didn't. And even if they did, it's soft. It's not rough like a lot of other shoes. So I have high hopes for these, and they're purple. What's not to love? Okay, next up is a pair from Demonia. I know I haven't done a lot with Demonia shoes, and that is because as amazing as they are insanely expensive. Like, I think every pair of Demonia shoes I've purchased so far has been on sale and was still like $100. So, and that's just for, you know, like heels and stuff. But I will say, Demonia's quality is fucking amazing. So they are 100% worth the high price. It's just, I have a hard time spending that much money on one thing, you know, especially if it's something like shoes where I have 500 pairs of shoes. So I'm not gonna wear them all the time, obviously, because I'm gonna be switching between stuff. And these, you guys will probably be surprised that I bought, because they are pink. They're pink and glittery. Like, so there's glitter within here, and this is glitter. Like, none came off. It's like big chunky glitter, but this stuff was coming off as I was putting the shoes on. But I really love the star cutout. That's so cool. I love platforms with cutouts in them. I don't know why. And while, yes, they are pink and not very gothy looking, they do have black spikes on them. So I'm like, you know what? I don't own a pair of pink shoes. So, I don't know. I guess maybe I needed them. I don't know. I saw them and I liked them and I bought them regardless of them being pink. So let's try them on. All right, guys, so these were actually pretty comfortable. Although my only complaint, I think, is that the feet part down here was really wide. Like, I could like stretch out and like lift up my toes without it hitting this section. So like if you have really wide toes or something, these are probably gonna be the ones that you want, because it's not like huge, like it's not uncomfortable to wear or like weird to walk in or anything. It's just not something I'm used to. Especially with like platforms and stuff, I'm used to this part being a lot skinnier, and I didn't get specifically wide ones. I don't think. Did I? No? These are the regular ones. But, I mean, there you go. If you got wider feet, these are a yay for you. If you got skinnier feet like me, depends on how you feel about how your shoes fit, really. So the glitter around here does not come off. Like, I can barely even feel texture. I'm pretty sure this has been like sealed over, but all of the glitter up here is not sealed on. Like, while I was putting these shoes on, there was glitter flaking off. But it's not like tiny glitter. It's bigger, like chunky glitter, which, you know, I guess after a couple of years, I don't know, because I don't know what color it is underneath, because these are, like, I don't know if you guys can see these, but they are completely covered in different kinds of glitter. So I'm like, once you've worn them enough that all the glitter has come off, I don't know how it'll look. I don't know how long the glitter will last, but they're very cool. And like I was mentioning with the other ones that have the straps, these I also do not need to go all the way to the tightest. I was at the second tightest and it fit just fine. And I was a little worried that maybe up here, like around where the straps touch your feet or your ankles, that it would be rough, but I didn't notice it at all. So I know they're not exactly my style, but I thought they were cool and I was like, fuck it, I need a pair of pink shoes, right? So here you go. All right, last pair will be again from Fashion Nova. And these, I believe, are boots. Because I love my boots. Yes, they are. Okay. I love them. Now look, I'm not usually a pointed toe kind of person, but I love the buckles, like belty looking design on them. And I actually don't have a lot of pairs of knee-high boots. I have a shit ton of thigh-high boots, and I have a shit ton of like ankle boots. I think I have like 2 or 3 pairs of knee highs. So I was like, you know what? I need another pair of knee highs. I really like the strappy buckle design on them. And since the design doesn't go all the way up, I would feel comfortable wearing this with like, you know, a longer skirt or like a pair of pants or something, because I wouldn't feel like I was covering any of the design. So, because I'm weird about that. Like if my shoes have designs and cool shit on them, I will not wear pants or skirts with them that will cover the shoes. So these I would be okay wearing with a pair of jeans, because like if that's all you see is from here down, that's the most interesting part of the shoe, so it's okay. But yeah, let's get these tried on. Okay, so these ones are actually pretty cool. I was expecting for them to be squeezing the shit out of my little toesies, which is why I don't usually buy pointed toes, but these didn't. I don't know if maybe I just bought a size up and was being smart. Nope, I bought my usual size. And they weren't pinchy. Like, I didn't even feel like they were tight. They fit pretty comfortably, so I guess these are probably pretty true to size. And again, they've got the kind of, not stiletto, like it gets fatter towards the end, which I'm actually kind of liking. You know, you don't have to be as skilled in walking in stilettos. I'm sorry, you don't have to be as skilled walking in heels if you're wearing these versus wearing stilettos. Like, I know a lot of people who are like, I can walk in heels just fine, but I cannot do stilettos. I can walk in anything. So stilettos don't bother me, but this is a cool design and a cool idea. So I really like it. Also, the calves portion of this is pretty big. So like I could 100% wear these with like leggings. That's what I've got on now that I just tried them on with. Or I could even wear like, what are they called? Skinny jeans. Yeah, I don't really wear skinny jeans. I think I have 2 pair, 1 pair. I don't know. Anyway, I could wear skinny jeans with them and they would fit inside this without it being uncomfortable. Also, if you've got big calves, I think you'll be all right with these. These are pretty big. Zipper's super easy. The bottom pad in them is also like plush, you know, like it's cushioned. So they are really comfortable. And there's a little bit more arch support in these. The other ones, I guess, you know, maybe because they're not closed off, like they're just open, it's a little bit harder to get support in there without it looking weird. But having a fully closed in shoe, it's much easier to do support. These are much better supported, or my arches are much better supported in these. But yeah, I love them. Can't wait to wear them. But yeah, so those were a 5 pair of shoes. 5 pairs. I cannot talk today, you guys. I'm so sorry. 5 pairs of shoes that I purchased from various places. I will have links in the description to Fashion Nova, Yes Style, and Demonia in case you guys want to check any of these shoes out. But let me know down in the comments which was your favorite of the 5 that I bought today. And yeah, I guess I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!